Cause we gon' fight. Yeah, we gonna fight. I'm taking out your lights. I just do it out of spite. Finish it. We gon' fight. We gon' fight. Yeah, we gon' fight. Better bring your A game, cause I'm coming for you like we gon' fight. Fight, fight. We about to fight. Fight, fight, fight. I got fire in my veins, I can do this all night. We gon' fight.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to IKFK Mortal Kombat 1 Week 6. It is the final week before the playoffs, but it is a special week because I'm joined by lovely all-stars of the Mortal Kombat scene, but also because we've collaborated with Fight for Rare to build money, to raise money for the research fund of UBA5, a disorder that is a debilitating neurodegenerative disease that impairs motor control, cognitive ability, growth, and more. And only 40 cases around the world are known at the moment, so definitely want to do as much as we can for the people that are suffering from this and everything else to get this going. But I am joined by an all-star cast indeed, as I alluded to. We got Infinity, Darth Armor, and from the NetherRealm itself, Ketchup. What's good, man? Tell me about your situation right now, Ketchup.
Hey, look, all I can say is I'm really sorry for my lighting situation, but it do be looking like 1 a.m. right now. You know what I mean? But it's all for a good cause. You know, we're here for some good games. We're here for a good reason, and it should be a fantastic tournament. I think the sign-up list wasn't too shabby. I've kind of looked. Yeah. I've been nosing a little bit and seeing some of the signed-up players, and it's definitely looking to be of the highest level, which is all you can ask for this kind of thing. So all in all, I am looking forward to the show, and I'm grateful to be here with so many lovely people.
Yes, indeed. Infinity, how are you doing, my fine friend?
I'm great, actually. I'm really excited that we're doing this for Fight for Rare. Teamed up to help with donation drives in the past, so it's really a treat to see IKFK get involved. Lovely cause, as you stated before, and what a sweaty bracket, my lord. I'm like looking at it right now, and I'm like, wait a minute. They are turning out for this. So yeah, I'm like really excited for this.
And Darth Armor, you looking cozy over there, brother, on the couch and whatnot. Just got the headset on. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm ready to just kind of take in the chill environment and see some high-level MK1 action, and of course help to try to raise money for Fight for Rare, just to, you know, try to help out a great cause and try to, you know, do a little good in this world and try to leave the world a little nicer than we found it. So, you know, big shout outs to them, and shout outs to anyone watching. If you guys are, you know, generous enough to donate, definitely consider donating to them. It's an amazing cause, and you don't have to worry about the player prize pool that's been maxed out, that's taken care of. We are trying to focus all the donations going to Fight for Rare. So again, if you guys can, just do what you can, obviously, and help out the world.
Yeah, man, absolutely. As you mentioned, the player prize pool, usually we do a matcherino to get community contributions from this, right? But it's $1,000. That's the max we do for ICFC and IKFK every week. So that's been taken care of. The player is going to be eating good. So all of our viewers, we want the contributions to go to the Tiltify link, as you see on your screen right now. I'm sure there's exclamation point commands in the chat for whether it's exclamation point Tiltify or donate. All of those, I'm sure, are going to be leading directly to this link where we're looking to build as much money as possible today. Yes, indeed. And we are partnering, of course, with Fight for Rare and the Raiden Science Foundation, as we mentioned before. And this is like we're partnering with kind of the founders of the Raiden Science Foundation, the founders Tommy and Linda Pham, who their son named the Raiden. Pham is the young boy who suffers from UBA5. And obviously, if you're naming your child Raiden, pretty big Mortal Kombat fans, right? So definitely glad to see them partner with IKFK. And we're doing it for a great cause. And you guys mentioned a great, fantastic bracket today. I saw so many all-stars in it. Dragon, Wise Gemini. It's going to be wild today.
It's a great look at where the game currently is. For those that may be unaware, the game recently had its first major balance patch.
And in our little cheat feed. Oh, wait, we got the transition. Here we are.
Let's go.
Best Raiden versus Chris Friday. What a way to kick it off, right? With the Raiden Research Foundation, we got Best Raiden in the building and playing the character proper. There's some people that try to mix you with their tag and the character they play, but not this fella.
Wait.
That's Raiden and plays
Wait a
Ashrah.
minute.
Tell me.
I
Tell
just saw Shujinko.
Uh-oh.
And I gotta tell you, Shujinko with Raiden as the move steals, actually kind of cheap.
Ooh,
I'm just saying, keep an eye out. All I'm saying is, in this matchup, when the Shujinko is built all the way, the 2-bar move that you steal is the launching, safe on block, low hitting teleport. And with the right character, a low launching safe teleport is kind of good.
It's a little bit, I'd say. Well, hopefully we get to see that in action right now. Oh man, Best Raiden, proving his worth with the name.
Gotta represent. There's no better time to play Raiden than MK1.
Oh,
Sure.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the knockdown. We're going to pressure. And look, anytime there's a button with an overhead in it, that low becomes a serious threat. Because even though it's a summon, and even though it's a cameo that's arguably reactable, it's still pretty tricky. And it comes out faster than most things. All right, we're going to block that down back 3. The patience. Oh, that's it.
Ooh,
Not going to need it. No, we dropped the combo. Never mind. Shujinko. Man, he's so cool. Love him. All right, where are we going to go? Oh, the chip damage. The APEP punch. Let's go.
Yeah, there's quite a little scramble there at the end. Some nerves getting the best of it.
oh man, he's out of this corner, brother.
Now, what we are seeing at the moment is actually a nerf to Shujinko in the patch. I say nerf, I think it was more of a bug fix. Previously, Shujinko, you could actually use him as a human shield, almost. He could sit out and absorb projectiles while he's charging his meditate, and then if he gets knocked away and he disappears, you can actually resummon him straight away. That is no longer the case. So if he takes damage, you have to wait even to meditate and charge. So he's a little bit more situational. However, good life lead here with the Kung Lao and the Shujinko. It's such a good character. Like, I really, really love Shujinko with the right matchup. However, that's going to be the round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely worth coming off that fatal blow. You know, why risk it? Especially after we had so many drops in that last game. I'm sorry, in that last round. So let's do it.
Yeah, definitely go for easy, secure the ground.
I saw there was a change to the fatal blow scaling in the patch too, right?
It's the, I'm not sure if you were familiar with the fatal blows in MK11, but there was
Where
like a
you can
mini
mash
game.
'em. Yeah.
It was like pressing your buttons at a certain time would make them do, you know, more or less damage depending on who had the better timing. That is kind of similar in this game, and I think the patch made the reward of getting it successful more than it was before.
Okay,
Or of
gotcha.
course, you know, if you're mashing on the defense, you can make it do less damage. So there's definitely an element of that.
So don't
Best
forget to
MK
mash.
Raiden. Yeah, never. Always. I mean, I'll mash anyway. I love mashing.
That's why I play fighting games, bro. I don't play the block. I'm with him on that one.
Yeah, I didn't pay all this money to enter. Press button.
Yeah, I'll pay my bills. All right.
Good bait. That's
Big punish.
Yeah, finish that job. Well done from 700 KP.
That was interesting how he just like at those last 3 sequences there, it was, you know, attack on the wake up, and then just like perfectly baited it out as soon as he knew that MK Raiden was like, I'm sick of holding this. Obviously got full combo punished, and that was 700 KP just in his head a little bit there. You know, understanding, you know, when your opponent's tendencies are going to come out, when their frustrations are going to come out, and when they're going to sit there and respect something is a big part of this game. Big part of, I'd say, most fighting games.
Yeah, I was
Give you
gonna say.
options.
Definitely a key to success in all fighting games, really. And yeah, I mean, when you can really bait out a wake-up attack, pretty much in every fight game, that's when the times where you're going to get your biggest punish as well. So this game, no different in that aspect. So well done from 700 KP, and we got a side switch as well. So we got the Kung Lao on the first player side now.
Haven't seen much of the Shujinko factor yet. We did see the chip in the first round of the last game, but I gotta say, The Jax with Raiden, still pretty decent. You can still get respectable damage even with the scaling that Raiden received. But it's more than just the combos. The ground pound is something that can really pressure on wake up. Knowledgeable opponents will often crouch block the ground pound because you take less damage and you're kind of protected on the way down. It was kind of a way they wanted to, I think, prevent like absolute, TOD situations. Although a few characters with Jax ground pound still get some reward there, but nice confirm. There's the Jax. Ooh, tries to get the corner carry, but who cares?
Yeah.
Storm Cell.
Yeah, I mean, chip them out, but there is always that option of flawless block, but always, a little bit of a gamble there.
I'm so bad at flawless blocking it on its own as well. I can't do it. I try so hard, I can't do it. Like right there, I can't do it. If it's the move on its own, it's just too fast. I just get hit and die.
They punish there by 7 AP.
I want to see a teleport. Go on, Shujinko. Do it. There it is again. The overhead at the last minute.
Yeah,
Any
it's
single
just
time that overhead comes out, you have to worry because that low, that teleport, it's cooking. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't even a combo. That just hit.
Okay, Ray, my man's in trouble. Oh!
Disrespectful.
That felt like a shimmy attempt that just went on too long. But hey, let's mash some buttons to get out of there.
I'm always a fan of a good down two.
One of the extra reasons that Raiden teleport that you steal is so good, because you'd be forgiven for not even realizing that Raiden has that teleport himself. It's just that it costs 2 bars, so it's kind of like not useful. But because like right there, Shujinko doesn't really spend anything on it besides a easy to recharge meter, it becomes so much more attractive for the aggressive player.
Calm trying to move.
This is scary
that's gonna hurt.
territory.
Oh my lord.
I love how he timed that button and that string perfectly with that Jax ground pound to make sure he was above the ground and above unblocking his name. Okay. That's what I love about online tournaments. We all get to see the brutalities that they unlocked.
Never saw that one. Interesting.
I do agree with that, by the way. I wish we could see more brutality animations in tournament.
I
Agreed.
know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've wanted for so long is like tournament mode or something to just like have a few of them, because
Yeah.
comboing into brutality is one of the best things as a player. It feels so good. It's so satisfying.
Oh man was doing the chef's kiss with his hands. He couldn't help himself. I see you.
It's
Like,
look,
it
it's
is
It's
chef's
good.
kiss. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it's quite a grind to unlock the brutalities for characters that you don't regularly play. You do get them naturally if you just keep playing online, but if you're like a TO and you're trying to get them for all the characters, it's hours of work.
Trying to get a punish there, and all you do is punch Shujinko in the face. Feels bad. He's not asked for this. He just wants to come out, do his cheap teleport, and leave. All right, Jax time. As you can see, the damage is definitely not what it once was, but it's certainly not terrible either
No. And
with the right pathing.
Jax like being that rechargeable cameo source, like it's totally worth it. Just start your combo with Jax, and if you want to go into more, then you can do your meter, or you can just do what MK Raiden right here is doing is he's saving it for that breaker. What a teleport! What a teleport!
We bet the round on that.
So
that was
brave.
either I teleport and with punish, or you're waiting for this and I'm dead.
Or die 100%.
Oh, Jax begins. He's coming out. Get off me. Oh, that jumping just hit straight up.
I'm surprised that Chow didn't anti-air, honestly.
Oh, yeah, the forward 3-4 was able to go over the ground pound because Raiden wasn't on the floor.
Yeah, that's meticulous detail right there. Like that combo that sequence is 100% down, practiced, refined, and everything.
Not like this.
Oh, damn.
Oh, the Halloween joint.
Oh, yes.
I actually love this.
Yo, Duke Nukem.
Oh.
Trick or treat!
Nah, that was so sick. All right.
Special Halloween fatality.
That wasn't even the end of the set, by the way. That was like game 2.
We just felt like doing it. Like, why not?
That was
Earthrealm
so
news.
sick, bro. Wow.
Earthrealm newspaper. I love it.
Yo, I'm such a big fan of putting like seasonal stuff in games, period. So to see it like in fighting games, I hope they do more stuff. I want to see Christmas fatalities personally, but Thanksgiving, they got a whole plethora of stuff to deal with. I can't wait.
There's tons of content possibilities there.
There's some messed up things they can do with turkeys. I don't even want to
yeah.
imagine, I'm sure. Shout outs to Photo by Ace as well with a $10 donation. Good looking out. I see you. Oh, we got a bounty? Which bounty was claimed? Let's see here. Oh, the win with the Halloween fatality. Oh, I didn't even see it. Nice job. Look at that bounty. So we're going to be sending a t-shirt to, I believe it was Chris Friday, right, on the Kung Lao? Oh, no, it was Best Rated.
Best
Rated, my
Best
bad.
MK
Yeah.
Raiden, who, by the way, for as long as I've known this player, their gamer tag has always been Best MK Raiden, and I just respect that so much. This is going back to like the Mortal Kombat X days. This is like almost 10 years, right, of Best MK Raiden.
That's
It was
amazing, bro.
hilarious seeing it in Injustice 2 as well. Like, yes.
Oh yeah, because he was in that, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember. Just wasn't very popular, but he was cool. Cool character.
We did see a 700 KP switch from the Shujinko to the double Kung Lao.
Yes, you're going to get a little bit more reliable utility here. And, you know, when someone's playing Shujinko in tournament, you kind of assume they must be some kind of specialist, otherwise they wouldn't even risk it.
Yeah.
But there were still a few instances where the biggest thing that was really letting him down was the combo execution. You'd actually hit a teleport, and the teleport has some rather weird juggle properties that if you don't have a practiced combo, it can feel a bit strange to convert off. We actually saw the teleport combo get dropped more than it was finished, and if you're spending the entire cameo gauge on that, you need to make that damage worthwhile, right? So who knows? Maybe a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think over time people are gonna start to master it. One of the things where they used to experience more opportunities to test it out. Oh man, this Jack's unblockable ground pound.
Man tried to jab Jax and he was having none of it.
It's like, get out of here! Stop doing that.
He's probably the only cameos in the game that if he misses his attack, he just stays until he does it again. He's like, I'm not leaving until I've hit you.
I'm not leaving until somebody punches me in the face. Then I'm leaving.
Or I've punched someone else in the face. Haven't even got my metal arms. These arms are good for punching.
Violence will ensue no matter what.
That's the MK way. However, being able to take a round here and tie things up with punish on the dive kick. I don't think believe in the dive kick enough to enhance it, but either way, lots of meter to spend. Actually, both players fully stocked.
Ooh. Oh, no punish. A bit of awkward spacey.
Keeping it nice and simple, calling that second Jax. Now, a change that was made, maybe I'll need to elaborate afterwards because we might have a potential miniature comeback here. The Jax coming out. Oh, there's that.
Dive kick's been working out for him real well.
Yeah, that was just him recognizing that the
Might be enough.
projectile came out.
For sure.
Low hat. Oh, I was half expecting it. There it is.
Little later.
Oh, so we got a tied up set now, man. Yeah, definitely 700 KP recognizing when he wanted to commit to throwing Raiden projectiles, and he punished him with a dive kick multiple times for it.
Yeah, when you have that mobility to, and a lot of different characters have that when they have something that they can cancel into when they're in the air. You're kind of jumping and like watching them like closely. Like, are they going to do something? Are they going to throw a projectile? Are they going to flinch? Are they going to try to press a button? Are they trying to maybe even try to like anticipate an anti or normal? you know, you can see that way with any character, a lot of different things. But that dive kick, you know, you enhance it, that's a nice combo for you, great damage, and even better situation on the top.
Well, it's the same matchup. Best MK Raiden sticking with that Jax. The Jax has been giving him a lot of mileage, so I can't say I'm surprised to see him sticking with it.
Oh my.
That's
And I
two
was still-
cameo bars. Those 2 cameo bars and a regular bar for good damage, great corner carry, and you know, get to continue that pressure. Lock the
kind of-
overhead.
It's kind of what I meant at the start of the show, that like Raiden has had a damage like scaling adjustment, but it still doesn't tickle. Like, still does hurt.
You mentioned like you think we're seeing less Baraka here with this patch. Do you think those players are going to be looking at Raiden?
Possibly. A lot of people that were playing Baraka Cyrax because it was a top tier team obviously would have dropped it like a bad habit at this point, because the reason you would have picked that is to get that, you know, that 2-touch round situation that Baraka just physically can no longer give you. But there are plenty of other really strong characters. You know, we're going to see a lot of Johnny Cage. A lot of Johnny Cage, in my opinion, because I think he is the strongest character. I don't think he has any competition at the moment for that. But these down twos.
Calculated.
I love it. Well, I don't know what's up with it, but I love it. Just wants to punch him in the chin. Oh, the down one. Disrespecting the plus frames.
Yeah, I was gonna say challenging when you're down one shouldn't be another down one. On Laulo happening.
That whip dive kick. Basically no recovery on landing. Oh, the overhead hit, but nothing on the back end of it.
Oh, the hard to blockable.
Ah, there we go. The challenge. Oh,
Challenging again in that situation. I mean, there's pretty much nothing. At this point, it's try to get as far away from the corner as I can. Obviously, the scenario he's looking for there was just fully get out of the corner, but they did buy themselves a little bit of real estate. Punish here.
Overcommitted to the launch.
Man's running for his life now after that combo.
Yeah, it's a scary situation. Both Jaxes are now available too. The combo drop, that is so upsetting. Because now we got Mita, we got Jax.
Great interrupt. Oh, recovered in time.
Good attempt, but a little too late.
Actually, I fear that's a GG. Nope, the drop. What a storm cell.
Didn't punish.
Didn't get all storm cell though. It's still scary.
Oh.
No! Wait!
Oh, he didn't block the low.
It's a
He
low.
didn't block the low. It's a low. It's a low. It's a low. It's a low.
We forgot about that at the worst possible time.
Shades
sorry.
of shades of
Shades of
punk.
punk.
Yes.
Wait,
shades
hang
of
on.
punk.
Oh my god.
No punishing good though. Oh. Best raid and hold it on right there.
It's like, come on,
Try-
give it
get
to
it,
me.
get it,
What
come
is
on.
it?
All right. Good old throat chop fatality.
Was that a forbidden mix-up between overhead forward 2 and raw fatal blow? No mix-up to be had because of the cinematic, but I like to
Yes.
imagine that was the situation.
I don't think so. It
think
was
you
cool
forgot.
though. Like right before that, they did a great job of blocking the low hat into the jump overhead. And I don't know if he was trying to like confirm it or maybe they just went for it. So like I'm right next to them. Maybe they're gonna forget because I'm sure because everybody, you know, when you're learning the game, you get hit by that, and then sometimes you gotta like look back and like kind of remember like is it a low or is it an overhead? And you know, not a lot of fatal blows have distinct ways that you have to block them, but that is one. So just went for it, and it worked out for a little bit, but didn't get him the round.
I always respect the dash up fatal blow, dash up super whenever I see it. You know what I mean? Like it just worked out this time. Sometimes you look like a genius, sometimes you don't. Definitely well done there. Definitely good first match. Went to the final round too. I wasn't expecting that the way it started.
yeah.
So big ups to both our players here already. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is IKFK Week 6, final week of the regular season. But we are also partnering with Fight for Rare and the Raiden Science Foundation to raise money for research on UBA5 disorder. The founders, I believe, are, let me see, I forgot for a second here. I believe it is Tommy. Yeah, I didn't want to get his name wrong. Tommy and Linda Pham, who have a son named Raiden Pham, who is suffering from the UBA5 disease. So that is why we have been partnering with them. This is Mortal Kombat tournament. Obviously, big Mortal Kombat fans themselves. So please donate all the money you can to the Tiltify link, because the players are taken care of tonight. $1,000 in the pot for them, so they're going to be fighting for some good change as well. We'll be reading your comments as well all throughout the night, and just do exclamation point donate in the chat as well. We'll take you straight to the Tiltify link. Oh, and we have a quick video for this partner with Fight for Rare. Let's get to it and see what's good.
Hey, we're Anthony and Lindsay Turling, co-founders of the Austin First Foundation.
We started our nonprofit back in 2019 to help spread awareness for rare diseases.
Our son Austin passed away last year at only 9 years old from the same UBA5 gene mutation that Raiden is currently battling.
We're here not only to show our support for Fight for Rare, but also to thank everyone in the gaming community for continuing to spread awareness for rare diseases.
Show your support and help us combat rare diseases.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we got prizes if we hit certain milestones with the donations tonight. Spread the word, indeed. Top four, obviously, what we talked about. $1,000 USD prize pool, but we're going to be giving away Razer products to the top 2 participants tonight as well, including the new Kitsune, beautiful leverless stick, as well as the Lenovo Legion 7i desktop. We got bounty rewards for $25 PlayStation gift cards and viewer giveaways as well. Remember that first milestone at $500 will be a Razer Wolverine V2 Pro for the PS5. And then I believe, let me see what the other milestones are at. $2,000 will be that Dell G5 laptop. We got Fight for Rare mugs, more stuff, all kinds of that will be on the way as well. Oh, and an exclamation point Raiden in the chat to get to the Tiltify link as well. Thank you, Mother Base, for informing me of that one.
And again, if more we raise, more there will be to give away. So you don't have to be good at the game. So I just think it's great seeing, like you said, so many great players all concentrated in one area. And, then that also brings more players that want to come from a little bit farther away to play with all these players. So it's just this perfect mix of, amazing talent all in one spot. We got Dragon here on the stream. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, Dragon. I mean, this is an NRS champion through and through. This is an injustice to Evo champion. This is an injustice to, world champion here competing. And, I love seeing Dragon's Ashrah every time.
I must be so embarrassingly out of the loop, because this is the first time I've seen Dragon not playing Tanya. I definitely didn't get the memo on this character change.
I want to say that Dragon was posting a few things recently about playing Ashrah, and I believe playing sets with other players. But I definitely see this as a Dragon character.
Feels like one.
Absolutely. I mean, range control, but still incredibly strong footsies, strong fundamentals, rewarding damage output. I think I saw more of that fast recovering projectile cameo there than I see most people use it in a whole match.
Yeah, and you can see the huge asset to that is how fast it recovers. Look at that cameo bar; it comes right back. Oh,
hello. Yo, okay, a minute, calm down, mate. And if there's one character that's armoring out of it, it's Ashrah.
Got it.
Cool.
Yeah, it just seems like constant pressure. I mean, they're highs, but don't. Once you get conditioned to, it's all coming out highs, that's when you can really mess your day up.
All it takes is that one other block, and that's the one that Dragon's looking for. However, nice confirm. Nice to see some Kenshi with the frost. It almost feels like if you're comboing into a stun with this character, it tends to be Sub-Zero or Bust, but alright, hang on a minute. Now, we haven't got a lot of meter. Dragon's definitely winning in that department, but trying to keep away. Oh,
That's
the
really
knowledge
good job.
already.
But see, this is the thing. This is you getting conditioned, trying to not want to deal with it. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna go high and make sure I punish. This is when Dragon kind of switch it up just a little bit once he knows that you're ducking and looking for the ties. Good reactions there on the overhead. Did you see him just stand up immediately?
I did, not just that, but then trying to use the Sareena flip kick reversal. Sadly, it did get stuffed by Kenshi because there was just so many attacks on screen at once, but yeah, Dragon's defense was always one of his strongest areas, but going in for the less likely throw direction is Sully. That was really smart, and actually, Dragon isn't going to have time to build Breaker. This might be almost it. Meteon wake up, armor or no armor?
Situation.
Just to see another day.
The flawless block.
How is he living on this point 10, bro? Okay.
Flawless blocking. Flawless blocking is how you live in.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, just negates all chip. And you know, there was that opportunity for the last breath mechanic to kick in there at the end when it is a game losing scenario, and you have bar block something, it takes away that bar and you don't chip out. So if you have 3 bars, you can block up to 3 things before you get chipped out. And you know, so it's not always super simple, but you know, you got to manage your resources right. You got to manage that bar correctly. I've seen a lot of players miscalculate how much they need to chip someone out because they didn't look at their bar. They're so used to just looking at the health bar and not resources that they're like, okay, I just need to make him block 2 things and I win. Oh wait, I didn't see he's got 2 bars. I did something unsafe and I'm gonna die.
And before we get back to the match, I want to just give a shout out to Luciani HP with the $20 donation. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, from what I recall, right, like Dragon's defense always a big hallmark, and about these defensive guys, it just seems like in clutch situations where the heart's being quick, they never lose their defense, and it just feels like they stretch that last bit of health bar for so long, even in a losing effort like last round.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly just about to say the same thing because down to the meaty Sento, which you know, the Kenshi player can let Sento go at any point, being able to flawless block in a situation where you desperately needed to there to survive just that extra block string before last breath even existed. That kind of stuff's not easy, especially in the heat of the moment, especially when it's going to cost you a match if you don't get it. Now, Dragon, one of the best players at adaptation. Now, what kind of adaptation that could be remains to be seen. But I think right now, look, the number one thing when you're fighting Kenshi is you have to avoid that Sento at all costs. You know, if you're getting hit by Kenshi, kind of like there, it's going to be Sento stance. But one big thing about fighting this character is a time and a place for combo breakers. Sometimes you see someone break a Kenshi before he's called Sento, and then you've got no meter, and then he just hits you again, and now you can't get out. Whereas if you break when he's got Sento active, he now doesn't have Sento to fight with. So it's, you know, you've got to be very careful with how you break this character. But really good round. Yo, this Kenshi looking nice. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see a lot of frost with this character anymore, and it still looks like it's got some good tech.
Yeah, definitely looking juiced right now. Sully is doing a great job. After that first round, right, where I was like, okay, the Dragon adaptation has come in, probably going to start running away with the set. I mean, he's adjusting right back.
I think the Frost is a good pick as well because seemingly does a lot of the same stuff Sub-Zero does, but not really any need for any ice armor here. Ashrah projectile not going full speed is a big one.
As we saw there as well, you know, Frost has a punch walk of her own with the chip damage. That's a quick punish. Yep, we have to break that. Ashrah, one of the few characters that at basically fullest of full screen can dash in forward 2 and combo from those knives. Oh, that's it.
Oh, gorgeous spacing.
That's another thing with Dragon too. From my experience watching his matches, his spacing, his recognition of the space, and he uses the moves at the max range so often, so well that it's tough, man. That's why you guys mentioned he picks a character like an Ashrah, right, where she's got the zoning stuff, but the footsies are so strong, and he's outdoes his opponent on the ground so often.
I feel like Ashrah is more of a Dragon character than This is that time of night really messing with me now. I think Ashrah is more of a dragon character than Tanya, is what I was trying to say.
I think you said it right the first time.
Yeah,
I don't
thought
think
you
you
did too.
missed. I don't think you missed.
I was saying it, and in my head, I'm like, wait, that's not right. And then I'm like, wait, no, it is right. Oh, I've committed now.
I definitely get what you mean. Long range buttons. I mean, Tanya's got them too, but I feel like Tanya, once the hit is established, like she doesn't get away from you, whereas Ashrah's always maintaining that, you know, mid screen, you know, footsie range. I feel like that's where Dragon really thrives the most, is in that neutral state. Beautiful call out there. Sareena flip kick just to get off, but watch out, you put yourself in a punishable state. I mean, Sektor is coming out.
Expensive sequence, but one that was just short of working out. Sadly, the launch didn't quite hit its mark, but it's all about momentum, and so much damage has already been done that Sully doesn't have to be overzealous. Yo, the straight up frost whiff punish. How often do you see that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, most people naturally go for like their normals to whiff punish, but you know, you gotta kind of see your cameos as an extension of your existing character. And if you got something nice and easy, you press, you know, one direction, one button. That's a no problem whiff punish.
Yeah, especially when it's like a stun like that, right? We frost them up, you get the Sentinel off if you want. It's such a heavy reward, so I really like the way Sully's playing.
And even if you're wrong and they're not paying attention, it hits low. So you're like, oh, maybe it's gonna hit them because they're not blocking low.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rear drop.
Sound like Sully here.
on block though was able to totally take out the Sento, so you don't have to worry about that either. Always nice when you can get two for the price of one here. Armor. Oh, actually, I would say bold use of bold use of the armor when you've only got one hit left, but it is Kenshi we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you built up a little bit of bar from losing that round, so not a complete bar wasted there. But right now you're going for a ride. You don't have that breaker accessible there. They wake up waiting that projectile, but Dragon kind of ready. Fine, getting whip punished for days here. Here comes the Sento sandwich. This is not going to be fun to deal with. Armor's out of there, but just get punished.
Punish.
Spending the meter just to reposition our Sento, but Dragon actually calling it out a second time. However, a lot of damage has been dealt, but this isn't a great situation for Sully. Sento stance is active, so you're not going to have the same access to range, and unfortunately interrupted before your clone can do anything, and that's going to happen. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, that's it. The damage.
And had he not wasted that bar in round number 2, he actually would have had enough there to break her and, you know, possibly come back. So, you know, you kind of have to always wonder with those decisions. You know, breaker being the costly mechanic that it is in this game, that one bar is so precious, and that's why you see so much defensive playing. Because if your armor attack gets called out, like you're getting punished. Like you're 100% getting punished. You're not getting out of that unless you can, you know, cover you cover your recovery frames with some kind of cameo. It's definitely tough. It's a tough thing to deal with when your wake up gets called out like that.
Indeed. I want to give a shout out to Anonymous as well with the $20. And then Double Knives coming through right now with a big $100 donation. Jumping up quick to 380 raised. Again, if you're just joining us, exclamation point Raiden in the chat. We are partnering with the Raiden Science Foundation to do research for UBA5, combat a neurodegenerative disorder. Thank you all who has contributed already. And we're going all night with some MK1.
Well, thank you very much, Double Knives. Your generosity continues to be rather unbelievable. Really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. A Dragon in control right now. Absolutely comfortable.
Gorgeous damage.
Whip. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of hard to whip punish that forward 2-2 with a lot of characters. It's got to feel good as Ashrah to not struggle. Anti-air, man. You're going to have a pretty significant turnaround to bring this one back, because Dragon's just looking like in the zone. Back against the wall, pressure, lots of meter. Sareena's fully stocked in. All right, hang on. This is an opportunity.
Sully has been all over neutral ducking those forward twos at just the right time.
Yeah, it's been super clean. We've got a little bit of cameo left. I like that jump. I think that was a smart choice. Oh, that was punished though.
Ooh, good reactions.
Not allowing you to have any fun.
Yo, with punish. Oh, we got breaking news. What's good? Tell me the breaking news. Sooneo defeats Hourglass 3-2 to move on in winners. All right, I'm sure we're gonna see him later on stream.
Oh,
I'm back
wait.
here.
Wait.
Gonna be one mix and a fatal blow.
We're on the point 10.
The drop. The drop! No!
The brutal. One of my faves.
That's a feels bad moment.
A heartbreaking way for Sully to lose, bro.
Yeah, kind of saw like the stamina kind of draining out of Scully there at the end. Even just like when he blocked Dragon's overhead string completely, you know, Ashrah's super negative, not punishable in that state, but you know, I want to say she's like around -6, and his go-to option was to backdash out of there, and you know, I feel like that was your chance to apply the pressure, especially if you had like very little to deal with, whether you went for a throw, went for a mix, or even just kind of tried to catch Dragon disrespecting there at the end. I don't think backdash was the right option. Obviously, it didn't pan out well for them, but I was loving what I was seeing there in the beginning. It's hard to keep up with somebody who's going to constantly challenge you in neutral the way Dragon does, and especially the way, you know, Ashrah's tool set is. So that was tough. That was tough to see it go downhill.
In addition to the way he challenges you in neutral, right, I think it goes back to the point of his defense. And like when you're going, I love the fact that you brought up endurance. Like that was a great word to use. And when you're going up against a defensive specialist like that, it feels like you're just so much more drained than when you're playing an average player, right? You're like, I could have opened up a regular player 45 times by now, and he's gotten hit by 2 of my setups. So it's just a lot to take in.
I think it's a decent matchup in theory for Ashrah as well, because in the hands of someone like Dragon, who is so fundamentally solid and is known for like a strong footsies game, amazing defensive play, just great fundamentals all round. You take someone like Kenshi, who, make no mistake, this character's top 5. This is a very, very, very strong character.
Solid.
But there are weaknesses. Those weaknesses are harder to exploit for some characters than most, but I don't see Ashrah having those troubles. She just has so much range on some of her buttons that she can whiff punish things that Kenshi might not normally have to worry about. You have, especially with Sareena cameo, a lot of ranged options when he's stuck full screen without a life lead and no way of getting it back. She has a lot of quick moves that can just kind of, you know, check the clone or the Sento stance and get that out of the way. Like, and Dragon's going to know that matchup. You know, he's going to know how to fight that character. So overall, lovely combination, and I look like we might be getting, as soon as we can, we'll be jumping into more matches and that. But it's been a good stream so far. Just to remind everyone, we are here for Fight for Rare. We are fundraising, and we've been off to a good start thanks to the incredible generosity of everybody currently watching from home. You know, we can only thank you so much for what you've done so far, and if you would like to contribute, I do believe it's !Raiden in chat to bring you to the link so you can find out more information or get involved yourself. If you are not in a position to financially support the show, just give it a share. You know, by all means, just check it out and give it a share on social media. A little bit goes a long way, and we appreciate any amount of generosity you might have.
Absolutely, man. Again, we are raising money to fund research for the UBA5 disorder. Only 40 known cases of that, so research has been limited, and we're just kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of finding out how to combat this in the future. Big ups to the founders of the Raiden Science Foundation, Tommy and Linda Pham. Their son, Raiden Pham, is a young boy who suffers from UBA5, so they created this organization to start research funding for it, and it's beautiful to be sponsored with an MK1 tournament, right? You couldn't ask for a better pairing, so let's do our best to contribute to them. And again, the players have already been taken care of. Usually we have the Matcherino, right, for the players, but it's been maxed out for $1,000 already. So we're asking all contributions to go towards this donation as we get another anonymous with $20. Beautiful start today, and I'm hoping to raise much more.
As you can see there, the little dots are, I believe, milestones.
Yes.
We'll give away to viewers. So if you want to get to those milestones, everything helps. Whether it's direct donations, or getting other people in here so they can donate. More eyes on the event will definitely help everything out, especially fight for fair.
Yeah, and only 100 away from the Wolverine V2 Pro giveaway for the PS5.
Indeed, $500. That first milestone almost there. And already here, I hear the audio, so that means we're getting a match lined up.
I can see Kenshi once again, but it's been
yeah.
Scorpion with Sektor cameo. Now, I honestly think that Scorpion with Sektor might be one of the more underrated pairings in the entire game. I think the sheer amount of utility that Sektor gives Scorpion is more varied than most. You've got block pressure, you've got hit confirmable options to go into Sektor's up missile for more damage. You've got the flame burner, which can actually blow people up for trying to down one, interrupt your forward 3-string. Like, there's a lot going for this character.
Yeah, and I actually want to just shout out to ViZiOn, Scorpion player. He's actually from my scene. He's actually from Jersey, and he goes to Rahway, New Jersey, every Tuesday, and he is just diehard Scorpion. I don't care how good or bad Scorpion is. Like, I'm playing him, but for the record, ViZiOn thinks Scorpion is bad in the game, but he's playing him.
Just dedicated till the end.
Dedicated, fully dedicated. Played him MK11 throughout everything, and played him MK1. Oh, that's a big whiff. Jumped right over that. That's going to be recovery frames. That's going to be a full combo punish, and that's going to be not enough meter to build to get that breaker into play. And ViZiOn, of course, had to put themselves into the corner just to get that last special move. But hey, we're going to jump right out. Doesn't commit fully to the punish, though.
Ooh, overcommitted to a jump in and a missile on your head to say thanks. And that's the threat of the up missile. It makes the opponent completely second guess things. Unless you are so comfortable with that cameo matchup that you kind of know when you can and can't move forward and press a button, it can be kind of scary.
I love ViZiOn. So the jump kick here, right to the spear, confirming every time it connects. Not really being where the opponent wants you. There's not a slouch at all. Player overhead opening up ViZiOn and gonna be going nice confirm. Continuing the Sento Sand with pressure. Never mind, it ran out right as we spoke, and those last little jump kicks able to finish off Scorpion.
Having to play a very careful game at this distance. Even then, just being able to shut the Sektor down with the up missile without having to really do much from full screen. Lovely hit confirm though. That is going to be a rather important breaker. Scorpion with 3 bars. Oh, there's the up block. Oh wait, this is a mix-up. No, we're just going to keep the damage actually. I'm so used to seeing Scorpion players go into the restand situation after that.
Yeah, no, kind of trying to cash out best we can.
Clean.
Beautiful spacing.
Yeah, very fun pressing 2-1, but outside of that, I don't think Scorpion's got much else going on after that. But it's really cool to see someone trying to use a lesser seen character, because fundamentally ViZion's very, very good. You can even see that throw attempt instantly tag exactly what direction you're going for, was able to react to the best of them, and you know it's just cool to see, you know, a little bit more representation here, not the same thing you see over and over again. What's a game without full character representation?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of which, we are going to be going not too far different in the tier list here, as we're going to go from Kenshi to Ashrah. So character change, we'll kind of see what the difference could be, but just the awareness. The missile's going to hit this, it's going to punish. I've got my 2-1 locked and loaded.
I want to say Ashrah is pure actual pain. I guess that's what I remember seeing at ECT. I hope I'm not remembering.
Yeah, I couldn't
correctly.
recall who they played last, I'm not going to lie.
I want to say they're an Ashrah main, and maybe they were just kind of sleeping on ViZiOn because, you know, although ViZiOn is in a very competitive part of the world, you know, they don't really get to shine as much as you think, but they're good. Like, they're not a slouch.
Try to cash out on some damage there, but unfortunately the air spear just did not hit its mark. Go on, that
Damage is
hurts.
insane.
Not even done.
That's what the sword slap.
Jump scare.
53% of your health gone, just like that.
Now, if ViZiOn can win this round after the opponent's used Fatal Blow, that is quite the victory. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's okay. They came off Fatal Blow. You can't do it again for this whole game. Moral victory. Take that little moral victory. Good punishment doesn't follow up. Just goes for a regular stand 1. Not sure if he thought he was going to be on the other side. Like, I don't know what was up with that. Maybe press 2-1, but press 2-1 too early, so only got stand 1 by itself.
Not respecting that up missile at all at the moment, and certainly paying the price for it. Go for a nice ender. Gotta respect that wake up forever and always. It's such a unique factor to this character is, you know, you have to second guess your offense. She could just escape, absorb all the hits in the world, and before you know it, she's gone.
I feel like ViZiOn looking for the double rang from Ashrah to try to get something going there, but Pure's not giving it to him at all. It's single rangs that recover fast, minimal, you know, risk, but you know, you get to keep that pressure going. Punish coming from Pure there in that range. I think ViZiOn thought that maybe they were going to be safe, but you're forgetting how far that Ashrah reach is, and that's also why she pairs up so well with a cameo like Sareena, because that double rang, if it connects literally, like, unless you're like full screen, you're gonna be able to hit confirm it into a combo easily, and it's that Ashrah range. So
Yeah, they complement each other very well. Even canonically, which you love that for your best team to
love it.
also fit into the lore. It's one of my favorite things.
You do love to see it. It's one of the reasons I love the fact that Liu Kang and Kung Lao are such a good pairing.
Shaolin Monk's pairing is so good.
Shaolin Monks.
I love it.
Well, drastically different matchup when we did see that Ashrah, so definitely looking like that's more the main character.
Yeah.
Again, that is more my own ignorance there, don't worry. Don't worry,
I mean,
Pure.
there's so many players out there.
Especially early, when everyone's always trying new characters and stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean, people will just kind of suddenly come out with like a Baraka. Like, wow, you had 2 hours to learn this character? Who knew? Yeah, I love the avoidance there of that up pencil. Just getting out of dodge, out of the way. Never realized how far Super Being's down 3 goes skate. He just like extends his whole body forward, and that was really like more from, you know, applying that walk back pressure that, you know, a character with great range normal prone to do. Now this could be one more mix up into Fatal Blow. Gets the punish.
Oh
That
my
was so
goodness,
good.
that jump was so beautiful. But
Wait. You're really gonna bet it on this?
With the fate. Whoa!
What just happened?
Why?
He
Fatal
can't-
was right there.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was just so sure. I'm like, this is the round. He got it. He figured it out. But then
That's the greediest round I've ever seen.
Yeah, not spending that fatal blow. I know that Sareena gives a little bit of extra HP, but there's no way you were surviving that. No way.
no.
Ooh, didn't get the 1-1-1. This is unfortunate.
You have to get that 1-1-1 just like really low to the ground. Make sure get it high, get it right on the target. Seeing a lot of more double ranks coming out this time from Bart. Love the down 2. Let's not chance it. Go for the damn end.
Ooh, the delay just to make sure that we change sides. Oh, that hurts.
So I know Sub-Zero can, with slide, can get under when it comes to punishing Sareena from rank. But I wonder if Scorpion's back forward 2 will keep him low profile long enough. Because the problem is, try to punish Ashrah for summoning double rangs. You're supposed to duck under the second one and, you know, punish and keep yourself low profiled, or I guess even high profiled over the rangs as they come back. So Sub-Zero slide does it very, very well, whether you want to do slide by itself or if you want to do, you know, a stand 2 into slide. I wonder if Scorpion has an option like that, but that's one of those things that you have to like lab and make sure.
Yeah.
I see he went for a punish, but like that punish was definitely in Ashrah's favor. Like, okay, you punished me, but then I get a full combo in 2 seconds.
There is something that Scorpion can do with Sektor versus Sareena. If Scorpion stands up after the second one, actually I can't remember if it's after the first or second, but long story short, Scorpion can actually stand up, do a button, call in Sektor Flame Burner. Only the first hit of the Flame Burner will happen because Sektor then gets hit by the returning knife and you combo off the Flame Trade. I'm not entirely sure if that's what ViZiOn is trying to do. But it is a piece of tech this team does have versus Sareena. It's just very difficult to execute. Like, it's extremely tight. And if you mess it up, you get comboed.
That's the thing. It's like, is it worth it for the risk, or do I just duck and just tell myself like, okay, she burned half of her cameo bar, so I should just be happy about that.
Big patience right now.
Oh, look at it.
There.
Not going to build breaker. I actually think you're dead, right?
I think so. It did over 50% last time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think there's Ashrah fatal blow scale. Either that or you're just mashing.
Mash
legendary
vision.
level.
Mash vision.
Oh my!
Yeah.
He's insane.
Her fatal blow combo is insane.
Oh. All right. Well, last chance here and this side of the bracket to fight back as Pure is currently on match point. There we go. 1-1-1. Yeah, that's the problem with calling in Sektor missiles sometimes, is that if you do it, if you hesitate on calling him and you call him just a half second late, that missile's never going to come back down. You've got to be so careful for Sektor to not just get hit because you called him late.
Out. Not anticipating that armor, but hey, let's get some armor back.
Ooh. Envision showing some life. I like it.
Yeah. There. But those teleports are very costly. If you want to go into a normal button afterwards, it is going to cost you a bar. And it's not cheap, as you can see. Vision a little low on bar.
The little Ashrah air extension where she flips over you, I mean, I haven't seen a player deal with it correctly all night. Like, they just can't hit it.
It's a deceptive normal. It really is.
It seems very difficult to deal with. Like, not even trying to disparage them. Like, it just seems like very frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I eat it all day. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's the anti-air. We were waiting for it this time. Oh, Ashrah's throw is pretty protected from that. I guess it's because she's moving to and from so quickly. So I can't keep it.
Punish there. Bro.
Nice. Ooh, that was the duck is so brave.
Straight duck in.
A little obvious.
Another one.
Let him know, bro. Quick little two-piece. Well done from Pure.
I think that was a well-thought effort there from ViZiOn, because some of these matchups are a bit tricky for Scorpion at the moment. I know that some players generally don't rate him particularly high on the tier list. I'm more on the side of just being a bit unsure, because I've seen Scorpion do some rather incredible stuff, but not so much post-patch. I think Scorpion Cyrax before was genuinely a good combination, because, yeah, I know Cyrax things, but it did give Scorpion a pretty big fighting chance. But since the patch, I certainly haven't seen a consistent level of cameos. I've seen a little bit of Goro, a little bit of Kano, Sektor. Who else have we seen with Scorpion? Stryker, I think. I think we've seen Stryker with him. Hard to tell, but yeah, not doing too bad at the moment, but definitely some tricky matchups. If they outfootsie you and they can punish that teleport and reaction as well, that can be a matchup changer. Yeah, we saw Pure do that right near the end. It was wait for the teleport, just go boom. I think like what, standing 1, standing 2, can't remember. But that was enough to just punish it, and that would deter you for the rest of the game. And then before you know it, now Scorpion's got to play footsies with someone with more range than him.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also the lack of being able to threaten with like a real good mid that won't lead you into an unsafe situation with Scorpion. So right there at the end, you know, Pure kind of picked up on, you know, the situations where you might throw me. I think it's worth it to just let go of block, duck, and what is he gonna do? I can react to the second hitting his mid, but he's not gonna take risks like that. And I think that was just a call out on the tendency of vision.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like it's time for another video for our Fight for Rare collaboration, so let's get to it.
When people need help, people show up. And that is one of the most powerful aspects of what we know as our fighting game community.
So if you guys are listening out there, please think about just supporting the cause, and, you know, making sure that Raiden really lives as the God of Thunder as he should be.
And I think the focus there and spreading awareness where not only could it save his life, but maybe save the lives of many other kids that might have to go through this.
Find out how you can help by visiting fightforrare.org.
Yeah, if you're just joining us again, we are partnering with Fight for Rare tonight and the Raiden Science Foundation to fund research for the UBA5 disorder. As you saw Justin Wong say, Raiden Pham, I believe, is the son of Tommy and Linda Pham, who are the founders of the Raiden Science Foundation. And they named their son after the God of Thunder, the Mortal Kombat character, right? And we have an MK1 tournament in collaboration tonight to raise money to fund research for his rare genetic diseases. Well, I mean, there's only 40 documented cases of it, known cases of it right now, so still the research has been so limited, so we're trying to help them out as much as possible, and we're relying on you. We've already paid out the players $1,000 for the pop bonus tonight, so we're looking for all the contributions for IKFK tonight to instead go here, exclamation point Raiden in the chat. Please, if you have the means to do so, consider contributing.
That's what it's all about today. And just to reiterate that every little helps with this kind of thing. You know, if you're able to share the stream, spread the word, it all helps in its own little way as we are setting up our next matchup for this tournament. It's been a good tournament so far. We've had some really wonderful matches considering we are in that sort of earlier stage. Truth be told, I'm not sure sort of where we are progress-wise, you know, how close we are to that, you know, next stage of tournament, etc., etc. But I'm enjoying the matchups that we've seen. I'm just curious who's going to make that top 8. As you can see here, we have various milestones, I suppose, is fair to say. And it just all comes down to the level of support that we receive throughout the show. We've hit one of them, or we are close to hitting one, if I saw the graphic last time correctly. But as you can see in front of you, we've got all kinds of various stuff to go through, and the players that can do really well obviously have their own rewards as well. We've got a really decent prize pot for this tournament, which is in no part really why I think so many of the players have decided to jump in and enter this. It's resulted in one of the more stacked tournaments that we've had in MK1 so far from an online sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. The bracket has been stacked, and before we got to talking about the Raiden Science Foundation, you had mentioned the Cyrax drop off and kind of not seeing as much Scorpion because of the Cyrax drop off, and that's kind of one of the consequences of nerfing cameos, right? Especially ones that are super good like that. Because I believe I heard it on your stream, but I think a lot of people echoed the sentiment that Cyrax really made the top tier characters a super up there, right? Like they just kind of put them out of reach of a lot of the other casts. But he also made those characters that struggle in more ways than the top tiers do, like they're up there, like competitively viable, and that's just a consequence of like nerfing assists in these type of games.
Yeah, and it will come down to how much they rely on those tools. Cyrax being able to give you so many different things would help a character like Scorpion, because Scorpion by himself is easily one of the weakest characters in the game. Scorpion's one of the more cameo dependent characters, and that does change him. I don't know if I truly think that he's like bottom tier. It's hard to really say. Just caught another donation actually on stream as well. I should bring up the link myself so I can keep it too. But yeah, I just think that he in particular is spread a bit more thin than he used to be,
Absolutely, and yeah, as you mentioned, Doppy Donnie, I believe is how it's pronounced, with the big $20. Keep on fighting. Thank you so much for the contribution and the donation. Again, looking to raise as much money as possible for that Raiden Science Foundation. It's a beautiful collaboration. Big ups to Fight for Rare. Big ups to Tenno for allowing this to be part of IKFK as well, man. It's a good look.
Agreed.
Yeah, so many dope matches already. We got many players that haven't even been on stream yet that you're going to want to see here stacked in the NRS-NA region. And to get $80 away now from that first milestone as well, you mentioned $500 for that Wolverine V2 Pro PS5 controller, going to be given away when we hit that $500 mark, man. But we shall see. I hear another game being loaded up right now. You see all the donations that have already come through. Thank you to all the donators, everybody watching at home. Remember to share the cause, remember to share the stream as much as you can, because we're looking to raise money to help children. You feel me?
Hang on a second. Baraka and Sareena.
Yeah, Han Rashid.
Yeah, Han Rashid in the building.
I have seen some rather impressive stuff from Han Rashid so far, so expecting good things from him this tournament. Must say, I have never seen Baraka and Sareena before, so I'm curious to see what kind of damage, and actually, to be fair, 392, and I don't even think that came down to like every knife hitting. I think just maybe one did there, so probably still hitting kind of hard with Sareena pairing.
Yeah, so I feel like in this one, because Sareena's damage output, she doesn't have any ambush, so it's all summoning. So it's all just going to be about outspacing your opponent, hit confirming into a ton of damage with Sareena, and then backing off and then trying to find that opening again. So it's not going to be like that crazy, like I'm just going to apply chip damage, I'm just going to do unsafe moves and keep them safe by Cyrax. So you're going to see a little bit more honest play coming out of this Baraka Sareena combo.
And that's going to pressure into even more. In that case, it was the low. Smoke with Kung Lao. Like, look, there are characters that work well with Lao, and then Smoke, it's just all about mix-up. I love it. Love watching a good Smoke. I think Smoke's a character that has just sort of evolved over time, because Smoke players are getting better with their execution. I mean, they're not dropping their combos anymore. The cancels are nice and consistent. All of that combined is like, we're getting a better look at what this character can do. And that was sick, by the way.
The call out on the jump. Showed him the low hat. You know you want to take to the sky, bro.
Yeah, basically when that low hat is threatening you, a lot of people like to just kind of avoid the overhead low, unblockable altogether, and just say, I'm going to take my chance in the air. I'm going to press kick whenever they get close to me if they try to apply pressure. Oh, that would have been an opening there. He committed to that string, launching with that low, but second time around doesn't get blocked by it. Good challenge there. Once he saw the cancel, said, I'm just swinging. I'm swinging.
A down 1 punish on the meter burn down forward 2. Not entirely sure what that was about. I mean, I'm sure Rashid obviously knows that's more unsafe than that. And that does go into what you were saying before. Sareena is going to do nothing to make things more safe for Baraka, so you're putting all your eggs in the basket of damage here. In this case, the Sareena throw forward. Baraka, reactionary block from the overhead. Fantastic stuff. The armor, no interruption here, plus frames. Oh, wow. Rashid must have just baited out some armor or something similar, but you got to go all in, and you can't. That's a good game there for Blizzard.
I think it's coming down to Blizzard recognizing all those cancels, recognizing that flash. Now that those cancels from smoke, they don't cost anything, but they're definitely not plus, and you just got to challenge. You can't let them get away with just like repeating it over and over again. Now they can kind of throw a wrench into that by not canceling it, just like letting it rock. You know, if you think that they're going to cancel and they go into the unsafe special move altogether. But it was really, really awesome to see Blizzard just calling all those things out, and I love seeing it. I feel like this is great, honest Baraka play.
And it has no choice but to be at the moment, because it all comes down to Sareena. You're going all into that damage direction. You're going to get some extra range. You're going to go nicely. And yeah, this is something I noticed before we cut to it. Rashid has changed to Reiko with Stryker. And what in the world? All right, that's hilarious. The knee slide went underneath the forward 3. The forward 3 still managed to find its way. They didn't nerf Baraka enough. Nerf that as well.
Finds a way.
Ooh,
that's going to be a big whiff punish. Now, had he held on to the run a little bit longer, it would have made that contact, and that slide usually, you know, on block pushes it back a little bit. So not the easiest thing to punish, but definitely punish.
Oh, man, Stryker got quit.
Yeah, he did. That blade spark was on its final active frame or something very strange there. No slide for you. The down 4 you can survive. Command grab. No Darius in sight. Oh, who needs it? We need more.
What a clutch out from Rashid right there. He was on low health for quite a long time.
Yeah, he was so desperate for the win that he literally had to go in to find it.
Yeah, and like to pull out 2 command grabs when you're that low health, I mean, I feel like it's such a scary decision to use the command grab in that instance, just because I feel like people usually when you got low health are more willing to mash to try to get that last bit of damage, but he knew he conditioned him enough.
Yeah, it's weird when you don't have Darius, your command grab's not really going to lead into a lot, so
yeah.
I feel like a lot of players are willing to take it. It's like, whatever, it's 11%.
Yeah.
Versus get hit by a bullet.
Yeah, pairing Reiko with Darius is the only time he really can become a grappler. Because most of the time when you pair him with other cameos, he's not really a grappler. He has a command grab, but that doesn't make him a grappler. You know, look at how many characters in Street Fighter 6 or something have
100%,
command grabs, but they're not necessarily grapplers. Reiko is the only character in this game that can have that, and I think it's only with Darius. Outside of that, he has that sort of hit and run play style. He's very strike heavy. With some cameos, he becomes a lot more almost zoning, like defensive. Those shurikens are at least top 3 projectiles in the game, if not the best projectile. Like it's arguably one-dimensional, but it's great. It builds meter. If they don't flawless block it, it does chip damage. Does good damage on its own. The EX1 is just completely out of this world. He throws 5. All their individual projectiles as well.
I think Stryker is like a good pairing with him, but what I liked about Rashid's play in that last round was the fact that he didn't just rely on the zoning. Like he definitely played footsies, tried to get in when he could, and then when he had the lead, then he was like, all right, since this is already gonna be more effective, since he has to come to me, I'll rely on it there.
Yeah, I mean, and even if the command grabs don't lead into a lot of damage, it's a great option to have instead of like, you know, just mashing down one back. You know, going for like reversal command grabs, so scary.
Oh, that's really scary.
So that's super plus. Whenever you block that backhand, super duper plus. He can check you for free with 2-1. If you're doing anything but blocking, you're getting hit. And then, you know, once he has you conditioned, he'll go overhead, he'll go more command grab. So not fun.
It just works so well for Reiko as well. And uh-oh, watch your head. That's the round for sure.
And
I tell you what, being able to combo into that handcuffs though, and then of course you're stuck in so much plus range you can't challenge the backhand that is also plus. That's a nice little bit of synergy that kind of hard to come by with quite a few of the other characters, but Reiko does work well. Doesn't stop him from getting crushed by that fatal blow. Blizzard continuing to play really well. Oh, cool out on the grab.
very nice. Ducking, trying to duck under all these projectiles here. Just trying to minimize the build, and that was a good call out on a jump. Of course, gonna have to go for breaker because hey, we can build a little bit more if we just opt back to zoning. Look at the back and forth on Rashid, not like fully committing to backing up because he doesn't want to come off all that real estate.
Blizzard was able to find another back three though. Tries to go for that overhead. Now, when it comes to these throwing stars that Reiko has, the mechanical change that when you flawless block something, like a block string or things that hit really close together afterwards, not only are you protected from the chip damage for the duration, so you haven't got a flawless block those times, the opponent doesn't build meter. That mechanical change was a pretty indirect nerf to these throwing stars, because if you flawless block any of them, he does not build meter on the rest.
Yeah, you need something to fight these throwing stars, right? You know? I don't think anybody's complaining about that. Maybe the regular players.
Well, you know,
Blizzard's did a good job.
In MK, you build, you know, a ton of MK. This MK1, you build a ton of meter just on forcing your opponent to block. So you get a certain amount of meter for initiating the special move, and then you get a little bit more meter for, you know, if they're forced to block it. But flawless blocking negates that second part.
Yeah, Blizzard's done a good job flawless blocking. You can see how Rashid.
He did punish. He did punish. He did chop chop right in front of him, and he did not punish. He was anticipating to get under some ninja stars.
That's a frustrating way to lose the game if that's what's going to cost him, but there is still fatal blow. Nah, never mind. Blade spark.
From down. Good adjustment from Blizzard right there. Rashid, of course, switched from the smoke. So we'll see what he does here. Being down 2-1 now. He just continues on with the Reiko Stryker. We see more smoke. I wonder if he's just trying smoke to start sets, excuse me, to kind of overwhelm the opponent, test their knowledge on the character, see what he can get away with. Because it just looked like he was trying to suffocate him in the first game. And once we saw an adjustment, went with more of a neutral, stronger strategy. So we'll see how it works out here.
Yeah, considering that pick to be like a knowledge check, you know, and it was Blizzard coming out flying colors, I should say, and it's not, once you can get past like the gimmicks, you're just like, all right, well, this isn't really worth it. This isn't really the character that, you know, I think is suitable for the matchup. And I'm seeing good things with Reiko, and yeah, sticking it out is Rashid.
I like him, man.
There's one thing you normally want to do against Baraka is sort of keep him at arm's reach. I know the Sareena is going to give him a bit more. Oh,
hold on the wake up one, bro.
Oh, this is bad. This is when you're in your head, because it's meaty every time, works. Grab or meaty every time, works. Meaty 2-1 works. First time something didn't work, and it's almost too little too late. So Rashid, yeah, a lot of tournament endurance. Rashid, well respected.
For sure.
Fantastic player, especially in the last couple of years of MK11. I was seeing some really good results from Rashid back then.
Yeah, a very talented player. I like that combo into the command grab at the end. To me, he has like a lot of raw talent. I think in tournaments sometimes the fine tuning's not where he wants it to be, but yeah, I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch.
That should be a clean punish. Yes, indeed. Oh, now, actually, that is something that I saw on social media earlier today. If the cameo is in play, and you go into his running knee, the frame data on it currently changes depending on whether the cameo is on screen or not. So I actually think hitting that 2-1 launching knee, because Sareena got hit, I actually don't think Rashid was able to combo from that. As unfortunate as it is.
They probably have to just kind of simplify the combo.
Yeah.
Go a different route. It pretty much all starts with that deep run backhand.
Went into that forward throw still.
Yeah. No. Not committing fully to the low string, going for the overhead. This time Rashid blocking correctly. This time getting whiff punished. Those down ones in this game have a ton of recovery. So that's just perfect for that backdashing spacing here.
Defensive Stryker call did not work in any stretch. The wake up parry's gonna whiff. Your whole meter is going. Yo, hang on. Sareena. Meter draining to the point where last breath didn't even have a chance to activate.
That's sick.
Genius.
Big brain plays.
That was a really cool way to utilize the assist for sure.
That was just great.
We gotta get Infinity back from the Shadow Realm. 'Cause I hear her, but we don't see her at the moment.
I'm sorry.
You're back.
I stepped away to
There we go.
snack because I'm greedy in these hours.
I feel that for sure. But yeah, man, that was a great showing already. Getting to see the Baraka Sareena. Again, we're just seeing the cameo exploration, right? I think that's a big thing we were looking for today with the
Baraka
Cyrex
lives.
change and whatnot. Huh?
Baraka lives.
Sareena or Soraka? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what the couple name is, but
Arena.
We ask the important questions here.
no, but it's
Because I want to know the answer to that too.
to highlight what Ketchup was saying earlier in the broadcast. It's want to pick your cameos that highlight your game plan. Game plan here for Baraka is I still get a ton of damage output. I just have to honestly look for the right opening. And Baraka's got some great staggers, great armor breaking abilities with the mid and low, and they're still a good character, and you just need to pair it up with the right thing. And Sareena, I feel like a lot of people kind of downplayed Sareena because almost everybody was using her right when the game came out, just because she was the easiest cameo to use, and she was still very, very good because you can do like string that doesn't launch into Sareena, string that doesn't launch into Sareena, string that launch, and then that works for pretty much every character, and you got a good damage for it. But if you just want damage output and you think that you're okay without an ambush cameo, without a 2-on-1 situation in your favor, you've got the defense for it, if you've got the patience for it, you can absolutely accept it.
Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to touch on was at the end. It's also like a play style thing, right? Like if you have the confidence where you're like, I know I can get my hits raw, no cameo needed, then pick the one that's going to reward you most for getting those hits, right? But of course, we are partnered with Fight for Rare for this IKFK, part of the Raiden Science Foundation. We're looking to raise as much money as possible to research funding going towards researching UBA5 disorder. Raiden fam is a 3-year-old boy battling the UBA5 disorder. His parents, Tommy and Linda fam, started the Raiden Science Foundation. Obviously, whole family, big Mortal Kombat fans. So it's an honor to have them partnered here tonight. Players are taken care of for the pot. We're just looking for donations to go towards the research. Again, exclamation point Raiden in the chat if you are so generous to do so.
It's going to be a great cause to fight for, a great cause to raise money for. That's why we are here, to try to meet this goal. And if you guys can, donate. But if you can't, you guys can help in other ways. You guys can share the stream, share the charity, share the foundation, and share any information to anyone that could possibly donate here. And it's for a great cause. It's for making the world a better place for these kids, and trying to do some good. So get out there, try to do some good in the world.
Yes, and thank you to all the players that signed up tonight as well, giving another lovely boost for our event today.
Yeah, man, bracket is definitely stacked, to say the least. So thanks everybody who has already donated. Looking forward for the rest of the bracket tonight for IKFK. It is also week 6 of IKFK, last week of the regular season. So playoffs coming soon. We're going to be able to crown a champ for the first edition of this year. It's going to be a nice one, man. Mortal Kombat 1. Still a very new game, man. A lot of things are being figured out right now, especially with the recent changes. So I just love seeing a game with this much juice in it getting cracked open.
It's from a gameplay, like pure gameplay sense, I've just been addicted to it. Like I'm watching it all the time. I'm playing it more than ever. I've always got my second monitor with some kind of MK1 stream on. I'm in this phase where it's still a very exciting time because it's all about new tech, new character combinations, cameos, doing stuff that I'd never thought to really look at. I saw someone play Liu Kang with Motaro earlier on social media where they threw a single projectile, like regular projectile. Motaro teleported into it and turned it into a 55% combo. So, you know, there's still stuff. And actually, is that Sooneo on stream?
Ooh, might be.
Speaking of Liu Kang's, and also we got another $20 dono from Anonymous. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your generosity.
So Sooneo for a long time, I guess, dating all the way back to, I want to say, it's either Injustice 1 or MKX. Always playing like the zoners of the game. So when this game was coming out, I kind of anticipated Sooneo to gravitate towards Mako, but you know, he's finding enough projectiles to throw out with Kang.
Yeah. He's been playing Liu Kang. He's a regular over here on IKFK. Signs up almost every week, and yeah, it's always the Liu Kang, powered by, I don't know if it's always the Stryker, but something to enhance the projectile games, right? He's very good at that type of style.
Loves it. Yeah.
Lots of different variety, fantastic combo damage. You know, if Sooneo does get like a punish or something, you just know that you're going to have that guaranteed damage on tap, and then pairing it with the right cameo Stryker helps zoning out a little bit, but also chip damage. You know, you can just do these elongated strings with Liu Kang, go into something normally unsafe, and then just call in those grenades, and then jobs are good. Oh, Goro! We haven't really talked about Splash at all here, but what can we say about Splash that we haven't just seen wonderful stuff from, especially as of late?
Yeah, early on, Splash found a lot of great success. Those early signing up with Kung Lao, Goro, and I feel like this is the Splash. This is the character that lets Splash play however he wants. You want to challenge those gaps, you want to, you know, completely put an end to your opponent's offense, go in for that armor, but you know, be a little bit more onto it.
You got the corner right now. Oh, but yeah, combo break on the wake up armor.
An interesting attempt though. One thing Liu Kang can do is armor break quite a lot of armored moves from his forward four if it hits twice. Oh, that should be the round actually. There's almost no opportunities there for it to scale.
Yeah, it just went right into grenades as he was recovering, able to combo forward string, and
that's
final hit. Yeah, sure. That was actually pretty close. 440, like that little sliver. He had that was down to the wire. That
Someone was mashing harder.
Yeah, it might have come down to somebody mashing harder or less.
It's one thing I would like to see in the game at some point. It's like a visual indicator for who's mashing the best.
Yeah. So that's why a lot of people didn't know it was the game. Because there was no indicator. So they're like, oh wait, this says it in tournament default settings? What is this?
Big shouts to Clockwork with the $50 donation right there at $4.90, just $10 away from the first milestone. But yeah, big shouts to Clockwork once again for the Shaolin with the comment. I like it a lot.
Big fan. Which one is he a fan of? Kang or?
That's a good point. He's winning on both sides.
That's right.
Shujinko.
That's it.
Bruh. He knew it was a low.
He knew it. I was going to say the same thing. So he knew it.
I was going to say the same thing as well. I'm not good. Don't worry.
I love this skin for Liu Kang.
It's so good. Liu Kang looks really cool in this game.
It's very creepy. It like kind of it gives me like Halloween vibes. Like, very like
Spooky season.
dead.
Yeah, bro. The gray skin, the stone skin.
Yeah.
The
Statue.
Medusa, Liu Kang.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one, bro. Man, I want to see another. Is it just the one Halloween fatality that they add? They had to add a couple,
Yeah.
right?
Just one.
Oh, it's just the one? Oh, okay.
It's the one, and
I'm
any
glad we saw it at
character can
least.
do it. Any
Okay.
character.
With the Johnny Cage map, of course, which I really hope that stays in the game. And I hope we also get a Christmas edition. That would be
Bro,
really
please. I love Christmas, bro. Like, unironically, I love Christmas. I want to see some Christmas stuff.
I just think of the pit stage with the Santa Claus silhouette like going over the
Yep.
moon.
That's
Look
right.
to the Luna. Anti-air. Yeah,
That's beautiful.
that is such an amazing anti-air though.
I mean, I guess that's why he likes Liu Kang, because he can capitalize on your opponent's frustration. You're trying to deal with these projectiles on the ground, whether the low one, the mid one, Stryker's grenades, and you're like trying to jump in on it, but if he's waiting for it, he's peasy anti-air.
And that's like the next layer of the zoning style, right? Is that like catching on, beautiful whip punish, catching on to when your opponent's really frustrated and then figuring out how to make the most out of that.
So a lot of players like to poke right after that back two from Kang, and that's even after getting punished, Splash is still doing it because the follow-up on the back two is high, and Sooneo all over it. Just like, yeah, he was looking for it there, trying to get him to whiff punish.
I like the respect shown to the Goro assist, well, Sooneo just backing out of the situation.
Well, this is where Suneo's the most comfortable. Where Sooneo wants to be. He's constant backing off. He doesn't want to be in phase. He doesn't want to guess like strike throw. He wants to frustrate you. He wants to see you, jump into your own demise.
Oh, just like that, bro. Right on cue.
Just said it. I literally just said it.
But look at the damage from that too. I mean, for one of the best anti-airs in the entire game, 320 damage is a good trade.
Oh, the air to air, and he comboed off of it. Oh,
Oh, Stryker!
the grenades.
Yeah, let's go, Curtis. Let's go, Curtis. Man's got his backward cap. He's got his grenades. He's got his gun.
Just a normal dude. Just a normal dude. He's there.
He's Batman.
Wait, that's that his first name, bro? You're on a first name basis with him?
Yeah, it's Curtis. It's Curtis Stryker.
Oh, okay.
Big Curtis.
I found that out for the first time with the Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm cartoon when I was a kid.
Bro.
What a throwback. Where can
Yeah.
you watch that now, actually?
There's like I think there's an American streaming service. I
I'll look it up, I'll
honestly,
look it up.
this is actually maybe really specific. I think Stryker in that show was voiced by like Ron Perlman or something. Like back in, who was like the 90s, I think that show came out.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
seen
it
a
was
few
Ron
episodes and I
Perlman.
was
I'm gonna
into
look it up actually. I'm gonna do it.
I love Ron Perlman. Just an amazing
Donation, thanks.
human being. Yeah, it's just like the person who donated. Whoever you are, thank you for the donation. You are awesome. Splash in a bad spot here. Splash definitely not going to be comfortable. Splash looking to turn this around, but I see Sooneo as the type of player to be 100% comfortable with an aggressive style like
seeing the
Splash.
Sonya pick too.
Yeah.
Actually, I must say, I was lurking MK1 streams, as I do, and 2 days ago, Splash was in the lab with Sonya and was finding some rather insane damage, especially in the corner. So there might be some sauce here. Oh, the disrespect. That would have been forward 2 into energy ring release for sure. Unrelated, it was confirmed just then that Ron Perlman did voice Stryker in the TV show. And he voiced Scorpion as well, according to the website.
Bro. Talented fellow.
But now Sooneo, match point here. I must say, I would have expected this to be a bit closer, but sooneo has just looked really like airtight.
Oh yeah, making Liu Kang look like the premier zoner for sure.
Yeah, it really feels like he's been honing this Liu Kang too. But Splash, he's got a chance now.
Actually, Sonya's giving Kung Lao more damage off the reversal than Goro was, but I guess the trade-off is you don't have the safety. And actually, you won't have the safety in this matchup because Kung Lao, his reversal on EX is -7. Liu Kang has a 6-frame standing 1. So Liu Kang is one of the only characters that can punish it on block.
Right.
It was smart to get under the grenades just in case they ended up hitting.
No, my man Splash. Not gonna go quietly into the night.
No respect there by Shujinko. Again, he's just trying to press anything to get out of it. Oh. But look how much, like, I feel like a lesser player would have attacked a lot sooner. Sooneo just kept backdashing and say, I don't want to get stuffed in the corner. I want to be mid-screen where I can move around, whether on the left or the right side, because I'm backdashing. You can see there both times here. Just trying to get Splash to overextend, trying to get Splash to overcommit into a bad situation. It's the forward throw, but we're not quite in the corner just yet.
So easy to forget that Sonya has the highest base grab damage in the game, without meter of course, 140. Sonya takes the hit, so Splash isn't going to have that range. The energy ring, should he have chosen to go for it. Anti-air again. Those jump-ins have been absolutely killing Splash all series long. Curtis, no!
Oh, no, bad grenade.
Not Curtis.
He's like, I'm out of here. I'm sorry.
Oh no, and Kung Lao is out here too.
And beyond.
Kung Lao to be no more. And no more he is.
Black hole fatality is crazy, son. I do like Splash switching the assist up though, because like Darth Armor, you pointed out how sooneo, he never wants to be close to you. So the Goro assist, like every time there's a gap there where somebody would have to hold pressure or want to play a guessing game, he just gets out, and like the Goro assist wasn't really doing much. So that was good recognition. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a W, but good set for sure.
And that's sooneo. Suneo's so good at playing that giveaway game, and I think he's found like a great character in this game, and it's very simple. It's not, it's nothing ever really flashy with sooneo. Just good decision making from all ranges, especially full screen. You could even see it the way he was using that low projectile to get underneath those high projectiles, just to kind of get you to do something else. Even though they are kind of slow, even though Liu Kang's low projectile is super slow in this game, compared to like Kombat 11 or any other Mortal Kombat before that, but it does have its place, and I saw great use.
Yeah, really cool stuff. Oh, indeed. And we did just hit a milestone, so I believe it's an exclamation point. Give it to me one more time, Mother Base. Oh, exclamation point, God of Thunder. So we did just hit a milestone for that Razor Wolverine V2 Pro. So this is a viewer giveaway. So everybody in chat needs you to hit exclamation point, God of Thunder, for a chance to win that Razor Wolverine V2 Pro. And that is the first milestone. Big ups to all the donators that have already contributed. We got many more prizes to give away for the viewers, for the players. You can see also top 2 prizes. They got the $1,000 prize pot already. The Razer Kitsune is on the line. The Lenovo Legion desktop is on the line. We got gift cards, all kinds of stuff, again in collaboration with Fight for Rare to raise money for researching the sorry, I completely forgot for a second, like the UBA5 disorder. So yeah, man, it's a good time.
We have been getting through this bracket. I know at the top of the graphics it consistently is saying pools at the moment. I wonder how progression wise, where we're currently sitting, because we're starting to see some pretty big matches already. Even something like sooneo versus Splash, that didn't really strike me as a first round.
Oh, and
just to not to interrupt in any way, but just remind everyone, this giveaway is US only. So please keep that in mind if you are up late like me and having a great time.
Yeah. Thanks again, Ketchup, for joining us in this late hour. And just to bring you more information about the cause we are collaborating with Fight for Rare for, let's go to a video to inform y'all.
My name is Amber Smith, and I am from Topeka, Kansas. My son Kaysen was diagnosed with UBA5 in October of 2017. He was only about 18 months old when he was diagnosed. Kaysen suffered many symptoms from UBA5 and ultimately passed away on July 25th of 2018 due to symptoms of UBA5. Our family had to make a painful decision of placing Kaysen in hospice. And I know there are many families in our UBA5 community who are faced with that painful decision. I stand behind Fight for Rare because they are fighting for further research so that no other family has to make a painful decision of placing their loved one in hospice. Please join me in their fight.
Raising money for today, the UBA5 disorder. I believe a Raiden fam, only 3 years old, battling it out. So please, if you have the means to contribute, consider doing so. Exclamation point Raiden in the chat to get to the Tiltify link where you can donate. Already raised $500. Let's try to get as much as possible to help out the research for this very rare condition.
As you can see on your screen right now, we've had some absolutely wonderful generosity from all of you so far, and there's plenty more of this stream left to go. I do believe we are in the process of getting our, I can see players in the lobby, so we may have our next matchup soon. That'd be quite nice, actually. We're going to see some more. Hang on, do I recognize the Baraka drip? That is the question. Because I can't see the player name from where I'm sitting, but it looks like the same clothes. Baraka, Sareena. Ah, it looks like that is the same Baraka, Sareena, which Blizzard, if I'm not mistaken. And Sindel. This could be many players, actually. We have Full Auto in the bracket. We have Ludi in the bracket. Who is it? It's Koisy. Okay.
Koisy. Okay, so
Koisy was here.
Yeah, so Koisy recently started playing and entering in PS5 tournaments. There was a big, I don't want to say a debate, but a lot of Twitter noise being made between Koisy and Ludi for who is the best Sindel. Ludi obviously having actual results, while Koisy has like this crazy amount of insane fan base. So a very loud Sindel player versus a very accomplished Sindel player. Right now, Koisy is a favorite right now. Yeah, is it your pleasure?
I'm like the battle of the queens. I love this.
But with that kind of thing, like, that's why this tournament becomes so juicy. Because if they're in the same bracket, it's like, well, we're going up against the same opponents, and that may even mirrors never determine who's the best, but we all want to see the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
It's hype. 100% hype. Right now, this is hype. Going into armor after being slightly negative, as Baraka doesn't go in for any kind of crazy pressure. But here it is, amplifying the spin to make sure he does tons of damage here. Still has Sareena accessible. What a punish. What a punish coming out of Koisy, but doesn't finish it. That just goes for a regular throw. They're trying to avoid that breaker situation, paying close attention to that bar and that projectile getting low enough to hit the top of Baraka's head. That was it.
Now, there are small situations there where I'm unsure, because Blizzard there with the up block, successful up block, there was I think it was 2-1 or something similar into just raw EX down forward 2, but then not using any Sareena after that point, which kind of leads me to think that is this Sareena, maybe I'm just overanalyzing, it's my job to do that, but is there a possibility that this Sareena isn't like, I don't want to use the word isn't practiced, but like, is this Sareena like maybe a more recent since the patch kind of thing? Because I feel like that should have been like 2-1, at least one double knife, and then you cash out on the damage, because that's one of the main reasons you picked this cameo, rather than just dying with a full cameo, And it's almost strange to point out just that, but surely if you're playing Sareena here, it's damage as often as you can, right? And you've got to be ready for it all the time.
I think the anticipation might have been the frustration from Blizzard, and then already anticipating, like, if they block it or get hit, I'm still going to do it to try to make them, get opened up by them thinking it's their turn. So it could have been that, and then there's no way to combo to Sareena afterwards. Because Sareena, you want to combo while they're on the ground. I love the avoidance there, the low hat, jumping over to the side. Sindel little push in the corner. Sindel trying to call out the cameo there, as you can see her.
Yeah, and the breaking news we got was Pure is in winner's side top 8. Ooh, we got a bunch of donations right now as well. Mike Garza, I believe it is, with the $15 donations. We got Low Poke Rodriguez, I like that name, with the $40. Good luck, Raiden. And I believe somebody else just came in as well. Papalico, big ups to Papalico for $10. Not much, but I hope it helps. Every little bit does. Good looking out, Papalico.
Oh, that's the game, I think.
I think so.
Well, I say game. Round.
The round, yes. That is the health bar. They're definitely mashing for their life. You have to. You have to try to minimize it or maximize it. Oh my god, he's alive! He mashed him! Oh. Where were you gonna go?
Snipe trap.
Where were you gonna go?
Shout out to Low Hat.
So Low Hat really does so many things for you. That anti-air ability.
Oh.
Wait. Just finishes the string? Just finishes that string?
Low hat, mate. I know it came out after, but it's the anticipation.
Got the corner set up again, or a block.
A bit slow on the punish, sadly. Blizzard. Yeah, there's been a few moments of greatness here, but overall, Koisy has been the player in full control most of the time.
Oh yeah.
However, all right, damage time. Wake up buttons. I mean, that's confidence for me. That is so much confidence. I'm going to wake up and press buttons because I know you're going to wait for something.
Oh, okay, still
safe.
Oh, yeah.
Two
It
keys.
was so instant.
All right, Blizzard has to dedicate all in, and there's the armor.
Very smart.
Yeah, nice gap there, and you could be baiting it out. Sometimes you see go thing in that situation. That was the right call out, and very smart. One thing that I started seeing towards the end there that I want to see a little bit more is Baraka's, air spin is a move that's really going to mess around with the trajectory. So it's super unsafe on block, of course, but a lot of people are kind of expecting you to not do it because it's unsafe on block, but it's also a good way to kind of get around that low hat if they're holding it right in front of you and they're trying to use it as an anti-air. Because sometimes people get a little zealous and decide to let go of block and forgetting about it altogether. So I think I think Blizzard needs to tap into that just a little bit more to try to combat that.
Now, we were sitting around on character select for a little bit there. Now, that was either just a moment of peace to calm down, collect yourself, or there was a bit of consideration. But we've ultimately gone back to the Baraka Sareena. Oh, the pickup though.
Yeah, very smart of me to recognize that trait function, knowing that you're not committing to a full thing here because they're trying to bait out something. Tons of pressure. Tons of pressure. What a hickin' for here from Koisy. It's that one opportunity presented itself and forced him off that breakaway.
The range of those low pokes deceptively broken. I say broken in the most respectful way possible.
Deceptively broken got me good.
That's that 3 a.m. commentary, my friend. I'm partying hard. I'm having a great time. Oh, that just hit.
It did. Oh, had it.
The armor did that flip there,
That's what I'm saying.
Would have gone past that.
That's what I'm saying. The flip gets you past that low hat in so many situations. But you know what? He did force Koisy to come off 3 bars for that break. So, there's a slight morale victory here. And I think Blizzard can make a comeback if they just, play hard.
You gotta, even when an option is risky, right? When it's gonna be able to present a counter, you gotta represent it just to make the opponent think about it, make them switch up their game a little bit. Oh, hands into the low hat this time. Koisy
It's such
is
a
rolling.
trap. It is such an absolute bait of. You see that, and just everything about your brain that says jump. I do that. I jump all the time into that stuff. I'm like, the second I leave the ground, I'm like, I'm so stupid. I know exactly what I'm doing. No choice but to just sit and wait.
Huge mistake.
Koisy. Pressure.
Yeah, these floats are no joke.
Man, it's been like, Blizzard, show me you can get out of this, because I'm not gonna stop.
Yo, that Kung Lao's regen speed, look at that.
No, I got nerfed pretty good.
It's still going. The beginning. It's still active. Oh my god. She clicked her fingers once.
Oh, denied, bro. Denied.
Wait, you said desynchronized.
He's out. He's gone.
That was a router cord rip play.
That was PlayStation getting unplugged from the wall, like monitor
punted the router.
Yeah,
through the monitor.
Out of here.
Crying. Oh no.
Can we talk about so all right, Sindel, she snaps her fingers and the cameos come back faster. That low hat was like
Perfect way to
throw
go
him
out.
and he can't regenerate it in time. He hasn't got enough hats to throw.
There's not enough Kung Laos to meet demand. For how fast that low hat.
They need to make another batch.
Legit, bro, legit. So yeah, as you mentioned, Ketchup, right? Wondering where we are in the bracket. Definitely getting some top 8 qualifying matches already for sure. We've had Pulse, or no, it was Pulse, excuse me, Pure had already qualified for the top 8 winner side. I'm gonna check, see who else, because we're getting close, as you mentioned.
Did Koisy make it from there, or has Koisy got more to play?
Not sure. That might have been another top 8 qualifiers match. I'm gonna check in a moment here.
I don't know the order, but one of the top 8 qualifier matches we do have going on, we have Dragon versus Get Wrecked, and Get Wrecked actually took it 3-2 over Pulse. Pulse being a Johnny Cage main, being the character that did not get nerfed in this past patch. So big topic that a lot of people are
okay
about.
so that Koisy match was for winner side top 8, so they are in winner side top 8 as well.
GG's to Koisy right there.
Yeah, so let's see. Oh, Sooneo and Titanium Tigers is another top 8 winner side qualifying match, with Ludi still alive in the losers bracket in that pool as well. Who did Ludi lose to? Ludi lost a Splash. Oh, I see.
And I also want to add that Koisy, before 3-0ing Blizzard, actually beat Mighty Unjust 2-3, according to the Star G bracket. So that's quite an upset. That's you know, I feel like if anybody was still testing how good of a player Koisy is, like I feel like there's no denying it. Like, you don't just beat Mighty Unjust, you know, on a fluke or any kind of gimmick. Like Mighty is very
It's going to be a very interesting top 8, I think. There's going to be some conversations perhaps afterwards, but that will. We're not there yet.
The discourse will be juicy.
There's a lot of fans on Twitter.
Nobody's paired 2 ninjas up yet. Come on, guys. A ninja with a ninja.
No. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so on top of getting the free t-shirt, you also get a $25 PlayStation gift card. So go for these bounties, guys. Some of them...
Today is the day to do it.
I know some of them are super tough to pull off, like getting a flawless victory. But hey, if you've got a ninja and a ninja, there's plenty of cameos, plenty of characters that can fit that description. And you can win a game with them. Just win a game.
These Kung Lao players just call hat when it's the game-winning hit, bro. You got enough life, just call hat. It'll happen. The taunt went down in games at your opponent's match point, then come back to win is wild. Now that one, I'll contribute another $25 PlayStation gift card if somebody can pull that one off, bro. You get 50, you pull that one.
Don't test them. Don't test them. They're gonna do it.
And then who'd you say the winner was last week? It was
Mighty.
It was Mighty, right? So is he still in losers? Because we can.
So Mighty actually lost to Koisy right before that match that we saw.
So let me see where that's at, because he's the winner of last week, right? So that is a bounty to knock them out of the tournament.
It's the bounty to knock them out of the tournament or to win over them.
I think it's to knock them out of the tournament, right?
Knock them out. That's gonna be a tougher one. You go down in that losers bracket, you're you tap into a special force. Your competitor, Mighty. I've seen
competitive plot armor.
Oh, and that loser's semis is Mighty and Just versus Han Rashid, and then the winner has to play Blizzard for top 8. Ooh. Oh. But nice. We are gonna have a video though. Again, we are collaborating with Fight for Rare to raise money for UBA 5 research. So let's go to the video and we'll be back with a special guest right after.
Kisses. Good tasting.
Come on, Riley. Come on, go. Go. Come on. Go over. Come on.
Well, I think that video definitely says it all. Greetings, Tommy. How are you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. How about everyone else? Thanks for having me on tonight.
I'm glad for you to be here, bro. It's definitely an honor to be a part of this, the Fight for Rare collaboration. Can you give us a brief? I mean, we just saw the video. I think that says more than any of us can. But do you want to give us a brief rundown of what brings you here today?
Yeah, well, first off, thanks for all the viewers at home tuning in, supporting, watching a ton of fun Mortal Kombat, and learning more about what we're doing through like Fight for Rare. So, as you saw in the video, right, like it started out, finding Raiden's diagnosis, which took a while, We found out that he has one of the rarest disease in the world called UBA5. There's only about 40 cases in the world. Doctor told us nothing can be done, but I did the little Johnny Cage middle fingers to any of the doctors. We're like, we live in a day and age where there's technology to solve this. So we went on this journey of starting the Raiden Science Foundation, named after him, of course, to do the impossible. And here we are, almost 2 years since the launch of the foundation. We're on a path to find a treatment that never existed before, given that's only 40 cases. And we have a whole movement called Fight for Rare, leaning into the Mortal Kombat community, leaning into the fighting game community, supporting this, amplifying awareness, not only for my son, for the UBA5 disease, but rare disease in general, which is much needed because 200 million kids out there are suffering from different type of rare diseases, and 95% of it don't have any treatment. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and I believe we did a collaboration with ICFC and a Street Fighter 6 a while back as well, right? Where we ended up raising over $12,000. So beautiful thing. Have you been into fighting games your whole life, or when did you get into fighting games?
Yeah, I've been into fighting games, pretty much my whole entire life. I remember my cousin playing Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter at a local 7-Eleven and just grew in love with it. And one of my favorite characters was Raiden, and always stuck with me. Played Raiden almost every single Mortal Kombat, and then, my wife was pregnant, son was being born. She was like, what's the name? And I'm like, Raiden. And she doesn't play a lot of games, so she's like, oh, Raiden sounds such a cute name. And then at the baby shower, everybody's like, hey, Linda, did you know that's a Mortal Kombat character? Too late now.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but never in a million years that we thought like, yeah, Lily, he has to be the God of Thunder to fight for his life and fight for other kids as well going through this rare disease.
Yeah, I mean, again, thank you for showing us your journey, sharing your journey with us for sure. And like you said, I mean, this is part of a big collaborative effort just in general to raise research for these rare genetic diseases, right, for UBA5 and beyond.
Yeah, we want to show people what's possible. Like a lot of times when a child is diagnosed with an ultra rare disease that doesn't even have a name, like UBA5, like, dude, it's like a death sentence, and we're trying to change that. It is not a death sentence. We're racing against time to save his life. That's what we're doing. It's tough. That's our life, but we have a community here full of support, and we can really make a difference.
Yeah, the fighting game community has done some amazing things. They've answered the call once, answering the call again tonight. Definitely, I want to thank you so much for leaning into this community, giving us something to basically ponder on the bigger picture of everything, right? We spend so much time thinking about these games, being engrossed with these games, and they're great. They're a big part of our lives, and we all love them. But there's still so much more to life that we have to fight for, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that we're able to kind of take a moment to look at that big picture.
Yeah, hopefully, he shocks a lot. So he's 3 years old. Like, so I don't know who's a parent here. Anybody?
Yep. I have a 3-year-old.
Yeah. So he's 3, right? And so he can't walk, he can't sit, he can't talk. He's about a 6-month level, and with this disease, unfortunately, it's progressive, and so. As you can imagine, like stripping everything away. I'm just a father racing against time. Every morning I wake up, to be honest, like I don't know when is his last day on this earth. Like I hope this Fight for Rare event, Mortal Kombat charity event happens every single year, and we hope that he tunes in every single year, but I really, honestly don't know. So we're doing our best to develop the treatment. We're raising dollar by dollar, and so tonight, like if anybody can find it in the hearts and able to donate, like literally $1 counts, $5, 10, whatever you can do, like it adds up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. With everybody that we've had very generous raise from the likes of Justin Wong and others, definitely trying to get as many eyes on this as possible. And like Tommy said, man, anything helps here. We're having a big fight, a long fight, and this is going to be one that tests all of our endurance. So if you can contribute in any way possible, it all counts. It all goes to an amazing cause. And yeah, man, we have to help Raiden fight, just like we have to help all these children fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can prove that we can do this to help Raiden. Just imagine all the other kids that we can help. It's what his disease is down to like a single gene mutation, not to be too scientific. All of us are made of 20,000 different genes. his one gene is mutated, different disease has a different gene that's mutated. So if we can help solve this, we can really expand our knowledge in what we're doing to help so many other kids. And what's unique about this journey is like, for all those that's following us, like you're following Raiden's journey, you'll get to see what happens, what's his fate, right? The hope and the inspiration that he brings. A lot of times, like I'm not comparing charities or anything else, but a lot of times you donate, you don't know where your money goes, or you don't see the end result. You're watching this right now, you're tuning in, you four commentating, you get to follow our family's journey and what he's doing for the future.
That video gave us a great insight to the journey up to now, right? And I hope we get to see the journey for a very long time, because this amazing kid you have, amazing parents to create a foundation and start this organization to research the UBA5 and all the other diseases that we just barely know about. You know, I mean, we're still, I feel like, very new on this earth, period. Even though, you know, we've been here for a couple thousand years, we still got a long way to go and a lot of things to figure out. So just we really rely on people like you and just in general stepping up and making these things happen.
Yeah, and then one other thing, he gets shocked pretty easily. You know, we have a pretty small community, and is he crying now? We have lost several kids along the way. You know, last year we unfortunately lost 4 child, and then in the past month we've lost 3. So Paul, I don't know if you can bring up the visual. I just want to be able to use this moment to honor those 3 kids that passed away during this journey.
Yeah, Paul, our mother base did bring up the screen right now in honor of memory of these 3 children who fell recently to UBA5 and other rare diseases. And they definitely tireless work for sure, and wild.
Yeah. I can't see the screen, but you know, one child is 12. One child is 6, and then one child is 3. Is there a name on there? Is there oldest on there?
The 3 children you described are here, but we do not have names of them on the graphics right now.
Yeah, I can't remember how I put the name on that, but the 3-year-old is actually from the UK, right? They're from all around the world. One from UK, one is from Iceland, and one is from the United States. It's rare, but the disease is all around the world, and as far as we know, it's probably affecting hundreds, if not thousands, other kids.
Yeah, it's definitely a global fight, to say the least, for sure. We're in this together as a species, as a human race. But I want to thank you so much, man, for coming on the show, not only allowing us to collaborate with Fight for Rare and the MK1 tournament and IKFK, but your presence itself here is a blessing to see. Thank you for showing us everything and letting us go on this journey with you. Well, it looks like I'm not sure. We don't have a screen right now, but yeah, I want to thank Tommy. Oh yeah, he took his headset off, taking care of Raiden right now. But yeah, man, thank you to everybody that has contributed so far. Again, remember !Raiden in the chat to get to the donation link. We have to raise money for him and many of these other kids to try to fight and give them a best shot at life. You know what I mean? That's what they deserve, and we're trying to play a small part in helping them have that.
Sorry, my mic went out for some reason. I'm back. Apologies about that.
All good, all good. Absolutely cool. Man, yeah, man. Thank you again for joining us. It's an honor to be on this journey with you. Is there anything you want to let the people know before we get out of here?
No, you know, anything that you can do to help, whether it's sharing the stream right now, you know, reshare one of our posts on Twitter and Instagram, and you know, at the end of the day, if you can find it in your hearts to donate, even if $1, it all adds up. So anything you can do, our family, our foundation, and folks in the UBA5 community is grateful.
Absolutely.
And that's all. Yeah.
Exclamation point rating in the chat to get to that donation link again. I believe Katamari just came through with another $20. Beautiful stuff. And thank you for leaning into the fighting game community before and leaning into it now, man. We hope to make you proud.
Yeah, we're going to fight this together. I know it started out with Raiden's journey, one kid. We're going to fight this together and create hope for so many other child out there affected by rare disease. So I believe we can do this.
Yes, I believe we can do it too, man. Thank you again. Again, this was Tommy Fama, founder of the Raiden Science Foundation, son Raiden Fama, a 3-year-old battling the UBA5 disorder, and we are honored to be a part of Fight for Rare in collaboration with the Raiden Science Foundation to raise this money here today. We've already reached 1 milestone. We got many to go giveaways for the folks that are viewing the stream, the players that are playing in the tournament. It's been awesome action for Mortal Kombat 1 already, man, and I just hope that it continues. And then the next milestone is that $2,000 12th Gen Dell G15 giveaway. We've also been giving away $25 gift cards for everybody that's been able to claim a bounty for the players in tonight. A Papalico in the building. Yeah, we got more donations after that as well. I know Katamari had just donated. Let me see if Katamari left any comment. No, just the clean $20. Good looking out, man. Definitely a mainstay in the FGC. Glad to see it.
And I think in the tournament itself, I think we are really gearing up towards that top 8 at this point, because we've had some players already make it through on the winner's side. The absolute shark tank of losers bracket is forever ongoing. And as soon as we have our next matchup, obviously we'll have that on the stream and check out some more games. But so wow. Get Wrecked and Pure with Koisy up there as well.
And Get Wrecked had to defeat Dragon to get into winners top 8 too, so
so impressive. That really is.
And what was oh man, where did Dragon? Because there was somebody dangerous down there in the losers bracket in that pool too.
Speaking of Dragon, so we've got
what's up?
Wise Gemini fighting Pulse. Winner of that fights Dragon.
That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, bloodbath down there. Good luck, guys.
What a pool, man. Yeah, only one of those fellas is going to make top 8. That's wild. But again, this is the Mortal Kombat 1 charity tournament in a collaboration with Fight for Rare. We already talked about it. If you're just joining us, it is a $1,000 prize pool maxed out for the players already. So top 4 is getting paid out with a nice chunk of change. Top 2 is also getting big awards here, including a Lenovo Legion 7i desktop and a Razer Kitsune, one of the most beautiful leveless controllers on the market right now. Also, if you're able to claim a bounty, which we already saw today with the Halloween Fatality, you're going to be receiving a $25 PlayStation gift card. The viewer giveaways are tied to the milestones. We already hit the Razer Wolverine V2 Pro. We're aiming to hit the Dell G5 laptop as well. Let's get it cracking.